friends, welcome back to Miss English channel. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you are here today.
And I'm Paul. We love that you join us for these conversations. Every time you practice with us, your English grows stronger.
Let me ask you a question. When you think about family, what picture comes first to your mind?
Maybe your mother cooking dinner? Maybe your father reading a newspaper? Or maybe your brother playing games in the living room?
Or the sound of children laughing outside, the smell of coffee in the morning, the voice of your grandmother calling your name.
Family is not just people. Family is memory. It is sound. It is feeling. And that is why today is special.
Yes! Today we will practice how to talk about family in English, because family is one of the most common topics in everyday conversation.
And if you can talk about family, you can connect with people quickly. It shows warmth. It shows heart.
So friends, stay with us until the end. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Join our growing family here.
Let's begin. Imagine this. You are sitting in a cafe. A new friend asks, "Do you have any brothers or sisters?"
Your heart races. You want to answer in English, but suddenly your brain feels empty. Have you ever felt that?
Yes, like the words are hiding. Don't worry. Today, we will help you bring them out, step by step.
Let's start with simple phrases. Repeat after me. I have one brother.
Repeat aloud, my friends. Ready? I have one sister.
Good. If you don't have siblings, you can say, I am an only child.
That's a useful phrase. Only child means no brothers and no sisters. Easy, right?
Exactly. Now let's try a mini practice. Paul, ask me if I have brothers or sisters.
Sure. Emily, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have one younger brother.
Nice. And how old is he?
He's 24 years old. And you? Do you have brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have two older sisters.
See, friends, that is a simple, natural conversation. You can use it anywhere.
Let's slow down and explain some words. Older means your brother or sister was born before you. Younger means they were born after you.
Let's repeat. Older brother.
And younger sister.
Great! Now, what about parents? That's another key part of family talk.
Right. Parents are mother and father. Together we say, my parents.
For example, my parents live in the city.
Or my parents are retired.
Friends, try it aloud. My parents are kind.
Beautiful. You sound great. Even if you make mistakes, you are improving every time.
Let's go deeper. Imagine you are introducing your family at a party. Paul, ask me about my family.
Sure. Emily, tell me about your family.
My family is small. I have one brother and my parents. We enjoy eating dinner together every weekend.
That sounds lovely. My family is big. I have two sisters, one brother, and my parents. We often talk on the phone.
Did you notice? We used phrases like, my family is small and my family is big. These are simple but powerful.
And they show feeling. Talking about family is not only facts, it's also about emotion.
For example, I can say, I am close to my brother. That means we have a good relationship.
Or, I am not very close to my cousin. That means the relationship is distant.
Friends, repeat with us. I am close to my mother.
And I am close to my sister.
Excellent. Now, let's add some storytelling. Paul, do you remember a family dinner when you were young?
Yes, I remember the sound of rain outside, the warm soup on the table, and my father's laughter filling the room.
That is beautiful. And see, everyone, you can use senses, sound, smell, touch, to make family stories come alive.
Exactly. Let's try together. Emily, describe a family memory.
Okay. I remember the smell of fresh bread in the kitchen. My mother baked it every Sunday. The whole house smelled warm and safe.
Lovely. Friends, your turn. Think of one family memory. Picture it in your mind. What do you smell? What do you hear?
Now put it in English. Even if it's only one sentence, that is enough.
Yes, one sentence is progress. Remember, done is better than perfect.
Let's learn a few new words. Grandparents means your mother's or father's parents. That is grandmother and grandfather.
Example, my grandparents live in the countryside.
Repeat. My grandmother is 80 years old.
My grandfather tells funny stories.
Good. Family words are important because they connect you to culture. In many places, grandparents are respected and loved deeply.
True. And in some cultures, families live together in one house, 3 generations under one roof.
What about you, friends? Do you live with your parents? Or do you live alone?
Think about it, and if you want, write in the comments below. We love to read your stories.
Before we continue, let's do a short vocabulary review.
Yes, here are today's key phrases.
I have one brother. Synonym, sibling. Example, my sibling is very smart.
Only child. Synonym, no siblings. Example, she is an only child.
Parents. Synonym, mother and father. Example, my parents support me.
Close to. Synonym, good relationship. Example, I am close to my cousin.
Grandparents. Synonym, grandma and grandpa. Example, my grandparents love gardening.
Excellent. Keep these words in your pocket. Use them in your daily life.
And remember, learning English is not about speed. It is about small steps.
Yes, one step every day. One phrase every day. That is how fluency grows.
Friends, take a deep breath. Feel proud of yourself. You are here practicing. You are moving forward.
And we are so glad to walk this path with you.
Welcome back, friends. Take a sip of water, relax, and let's keep practicing how to talk about family in English.
Remember, family conversations happen everywhere. On a bus ride, during travel, at a new job, or even in small talk with strangers.
Exactly. So if you can talk about your family clearly, you will feel confident in many situations.
Let's practice with some questions you might hear. For example, do you come from a big family?
A good answer could be, yes, I come from a big family. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
Or, no, I come from a small family. I have 1 brother.
Simple, natural, friendly.
Another common question, do you see your family often?
A possible answer? Yes, I see them every week. Or, no, I don't see them often because I live far away.
Friends, repeat after us. I see my family every weekend.
Now repeat, I don't see my family very often.
Good. These sentences are useful for everyday conversations.
Let's try something a bit deeper. Sometimes people ask, what do you like to do with your family?
A possible answer is, I like cooking with my mother. Or, I enjoy playing football with my brother.
Or, we love watching movies together on Friday nights.
Friends, think about your own family. What do you enjoy doing with them? Say it aloud, even if it's simple.
Yes, say it now. Don't wait. Speaking aloud helps your brain remember better than only reading.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are teachers. They guide you to learn faster.
Let's create a little story. Emily, imagine we are at the airport and I meet a stranger.
Okay, go ahead.
I say, hi, my name is Paul. Do you have a family?
The stranger smiles and says, yes, I have a wife and 2 children. How about you?
I reply, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. My parents live in the countryside.
Perfect. Friends, did you notice? Simple sentences create real connection.
And you can add more detail. For example, my parents live in a small house near the river.
My sister works as a teacher.
My brother is in high school.
Now, it's your turn, friends. Choose one family member. Describe them in one sentence.
Ready? Say it aloud. For example, my father is tall. My mother is kind. My cousin is funny. Excellent. Keep practicing with different family members. It becomes easier each time.
Let's add some idioms. They make your English sound natural and fun.
For example, like father, like son. It means children are often similar to their parents.
Another idiom, blood is thicker than water. It means family relationships are stronger than others.
And one more, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This means a child behaves like their parent.
Friends, try using one of these idioms in a sentence. For example, my brother is like my father. Like father, like son.
Great! Idioms add color and style to your English.
Now, let's do a quick vocabulary section with Charlotte.
Vocabulary 1. Sibling, meaning brother or sister. Synonym, brother or sister. Example, I have 3 siblings.
Vocabulary 2. Relative, meaning someone in your family. Synonym, family member. Example, I will visit my relatives next week.
Vocabulary 3. Cousin, meaning child of your uncle or aunt. Synonym, family relation. Example, my cousin lives abroad.
Vocabulary 4. Nephew, meaning son of your brother or sister. Synonym, brother's son. Example, my nephew is 5 years old.
Vocabulary 5. Niece, meaning daughter of your brother or sister. Synonym, sister's daughter. Example, my niece loves painting.
Vocabulary 6. In-laws, meaning family of your husband or wife. Example, my in-laws are very friendly.
Vocabulary 7. Close-knit, meaning very united. Synonym, connected. Example, we are a close-knit family.
Excellent. Keep these words in mind. They are powerful tools.
Let's shift the mood. Family is not always easy. Sometimes families argue, sometimes there is distance.
Yes, and that's okay. Every family has problems. You don't need a perfect family to speak about family.
You only need honesty. For example, I don't talk to my brother very often.
Or, I sometimes argue with my parents, but we love each other.
See? Real, simple, true. English is about connection, not perfection.
Friends, let's practice together. Repeat. I sometimes argue with my family.
Repeat, but we care about each other.
Wonderful. That is real life.
Now, let's add some motivation. Learning English is like building a family. It takes time, care, and patience.
Sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you feel lost. But step by step, you create strong bonds with words, with people, with culture.
And every word you learn is like a new brick. Slowly, you build a house of language.
A home where you can welcome people from every country.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, and you are already building it right now with us.
Before we end, let's do one more mini practice. Paul, ask me about my parents.
Okay. Emily, what do your parents like to do?
My parents like gardening. They plant flowers in the backyard.
Nice. And what about your brother?
My brother enjoys playing guitar.
Perfect. Now, friends, your turn. Answer these questions aloud. What do your parents like to do? What does your sister or brother enjoy?
Say it now. Don't wait. The best way to learn is by speaking out loud.
Exactly. And if you want, Write your answers in the comments. We love hearing your stories.
Let's wrap up today. What did we learn? We practiced family words, sentences, idioms, and storytelling.
We repeated key phrases like, I have one brother. I am close to my sister. My parents are kind.
We practiced idioms like father, like son, blood is thicker than water.
And we remembered, done is better than perfect. Progress is better than waiting.
So, even if you remember only one new phrase today, that is success. You are moving forward.
We are so proud of you, truly. You are not just learning English, you are building courage, step by step.
Friends, thank you for staying until the end. If you enjoyed today's lesson, subscribe, share, and comment your one favorite phrase.
Because every comment is practice, every share is encouragement, and every subscription is joining our English family.
Together, we are a close-knit community.
And together, we grow stronger every day.
Until next time, keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself.
Bye for now, friends. See you in the next episode.